Hey guys, it's Alyssa Marie, your intuitive reader, and welcome to another Pick a Card reading. So before we get started, I just want to let you guys know, please subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that I put out, and also consider joining my Patreon family. Link is down below. And also the link to my Etsy where you can purchase a private reading from me. So today's video is about what affirmations should I be saying right now? What affirmations should you say right now? So we have 3 piles to choose from. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. This is pile 1. This is pile 2. And this is pile 3. So go ahead, pause the video if you need more time to pick a pile. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose pile number 1. What affirmations do you need to be saying right now? The first affirmation. When I'm tuned in to the energy of abundance, I become abundant. Beautiful. Next one. I am kind and loving toward others while creating clear boundaries that protect my good feeling emotions. We have for your tarot the 3 of Cups, and we also do have the 5 of Swords. Okay, let me just rearrange this a bit so we can get everything in a shot. Okay, so pile number 1. These are your 2 affirmations you should be saying. So go ahead, write them down if you need to, take a screenshot. And I want you to I want you to say these affirmations 3 times a day, each one, 3 times a day, preferably throughout the day, morning, afternoon, night. Also write them down when you get the chance. Writing is also a very good way of manifestation. So from your affirmations, okay, I see, which has been coming up a lot in a lot of my readings, this idea of boundaries, okay? A lot of people that watch my channel are very spiritual people, are very empathetic people. And us empaths, okay, we tend to attract narcissists, or even not necessarily narcissists all the time, but negative people, because people that are negative-minded, like a narcissist, tend to feed off of our empathetic nature, of our energy. And so because we are so loving, because we are so feeling, and we're all about love and we're all about peace, which we're not all about that. Like, let's be honest. We're here living a 3D experience. We feel other things, but for the most part, we're selfless individuals. When we do that, people like a narcissist will come and they will feed off that energy. They will take from you. And sometimes you may forget to receive. Sometimes you might forget to say no, forget to say, I can't today. I don't deserve to be treated that way. You shouldn't be talking to me like that. Things where we're not creating clear boundaries. Because I see that you are kind and loving, but that sometimes you might be forgetting that. Now, this does not have to mean boundaries with a particular person. It can. But it can also be boundaries within yourself, which a lot of us forget to think about when we hear boundaries. This could also mean telling yourself, like, I'm creating a boundary between wanting to go get a cigarette, between wanting to go have another drink when I've already drunk too many, or eating crappy food all the time, or not exercising at all, not getting any type of time to myself. We have to be able to create a boundary between that sabotaging behavior, self-sabotaging, and what is good. This can even be mental stuff like, I'm not going to listen to that song because it does make me feel worse. So I'm going to not do that. I'm going to create a boundary between what I would normally do and what I know is right, if that makes sense. And that's something that takes a little bit of learning because we don't always know, where we should draw our boundaries. And that's something that you'll have to learn over time within the boundaries of yourself. And to understand those, it's good to go into a meditative state and to really say, where do I need to place these boundaries because it's hindering my growth here. But for the vast majority of you, it's also with another person, okay? So a toxic individual, somebody that might be, sucking your energy away, sucking your life force away because you just are so selfless. Now, I also see this energy of needing to be thankful for what you have. So a lot of times if we are in the lack mentality and we're constantly like, I'm never going to have this, I'm not going to get that car, I'm not going to get that raise, I'm not going to get that job, I'm never going to do it, we tend to attract things just by the law of attraction. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I just choked on my own saliva, I'm sorry. Anyways, when you are tuned into that energy of abundance, we have these beautiful oranges here, this fruit. Wow, that was weird. You are going to naturally fall into that vibration because most of us are abundant. Even if you don't, try not to think of abundance in the, I'm so sorry guys, abundance in the traditional sense, such as I have a lot of goods, I make a lot of money, those kind of things. Think of abundance in the sense of, the people in your life that are there for you. Things about yourself that you love. Think of those things and understand that all of us have things that we can be thankful for, even if we are in a shitty ass situation, okay? Most likely you have things you can be thankful for. Tune into that energy, but also do some scripting. I have a video on my channel. Go check it out about scripting. It's your little tool for manifestation. Now, we also have the Three of Cups and we have the Five of Swords. So with the Three of Cups, this is telling me that for the majority of you, this is having to do with another person, a lover, a romantic a lover, a friend, a family member, a coworker, a boss. It could be anyone. There's some sort of boundaries that need to be set. But this can also tell me that, maybe the abundance in your life is those people that are there for you, those really good friends, those really good people that are providing really loving energy to you. This can also indicate going out there and making new friends, finding your tribe, finding your soul tribe. But then we do have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is kind of about defeat. So I feel as if maybe recently you have been feeling defeated, and it's not time to feel defeated, okay? Because loss is temporary. Everything is temporary, right? That's what I always try to tell myself because I do struggle, and you guys probably know if you've watched my other videos, I mention it. I do struggle with mental illness as well. And one thing is feeling sad, feeling defeated. If you have lost a person, like someone has died, if you have lost a person because they ghosted you, because you decided not to be friends anymore, if you lost a job, if there's anything in you that feels like defeat, loss, maybe you suffer from depression, know that it is temporary. Everything is temporary. It is just a phase that will be gone, if that makes sense. I think we forget that. And if we do tend to live in the victim or lack mentality, that can create this lack of abundance. So understanding, now I want you guys to know that you need to feel it. Go in, it's hard, do some shadow work, feel the defeat, feel the upset, because there's something there that's blocking you, okay? Feel the upset, feel that, feel the depression, and then move on. And it's easier said than done, and sometimes it can take years. But literally, going inward is how you fix it. You have to go inward and you have to face it and you have to accept it. Okay, This person broke my heart. Fuck, that hurt. Excuse my language, guys. I'm sorry. Crap, that hurt. Move on. And it's hard, but you can do it, okay? So anyway, these are your 2 affirmations I want you guys to say at least 3 times a day, each one. So you'll be saying 6 things in total. Preferably look at yourself in the mirror as you are saying them and go ahead and write these out in a journal or whatnot, because there is power to written word. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay, so this is for those of you who chose this beautiful mango calcite with pile number 2. What are the affirmations you should be saying right now? We have 2. Now, I want you guys to take a screenshot, write these down, but here's your affirmations. I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. Appreciation dissolves all blocks to the presence of my super attractor power. Beautiful. And your tarot cards are the Tower and also the 5 of Cups. Okay. So right off the bat, you guys are going through some shit, okay? Or maybe you have been recently. And I'm so sorry for that, okay? Because I feel a sense of grief. I feel a sense of loss. I feel a sense of upheaval, of change that was rocky, that really upset you emotionally. This could have been, a breakup. This could have just been a change, any type of change really that has brought some upset. Now, even if this didn't happen recently, I feel that it's still present for you. If this happened 5 years ago and you're still upset about it, it's still showing up in this reading. Now, what I was even talking about in pile number 1 actually is we are here for a 3D experience. You might hear a lot about 5D, Earth, and our goal in this lifetime is to ascend to the 5th dimensional consciousness. And as a human collective, then ascend. But it's like a domino effect. If you ascend, all of the other collective will eventually ascend. But it's not all about ascension. Our whole life, our whole soul, this lifetime on this earth is not all about ascension. It's something that should be happening, but we are here to feel 3D emotions. 3D emotions are grief, our loss, our lust, our upset, rage, pain. Those are 3rd dimensional emotions and feelings that are meant to be felt in this lifetime. We are meant to feel them, we are meant to accept them, and we are meant to move on through them, traversing through the 3rd dimensional emotions and feelings. It is when we get stuck in a 3rd dimensional feeling that we can't move on. If we are stuck in a depression, if we are stuck in an upset, a loss, something for a long time, it can hinder our progress and it can make us feel really crappy. Now, with your affirmations here, like I said, take a screenshot, write these affirmations down. I want you to say each one of these affirmations aloud 3 times a day each, preferably throughout the day, morning, afternoon, night. And even if, if you want to whisper it to yourself, I choose to be a super attractor, to yourself. That might sound creepy when I'm whispering here, sorry. Do it. Also, if you can write them out as well, that's double points, awesome, because there's so much power in writing, in the written word. So do that. Now, it talks about unwavering faith in the universe. So I do feel, I won't lie to you guys, okay? I do feel upset. I feel a heaviness on my chest for pile number 2. And I resonate with that so much. I have been feeling that way recently. I've actually just quit my job recently, and it was hard, and but I needed to for my emotional health. If there's something that's hindering you that is upsetting you, like a job or like a relationship with somebody, You have to work on working through that and maybe letting go and cutting ties. But know that certain things, I believe that we have free will, but I also believe, I don't believe in determinism, but I do believe in, there are particular people, out there and particular events and times in our lives that are meant to happen. Maybe the paths there are way different, and maybe there's things that can make them not happen, but like there are things I feel that are set in stone in a sense that are supposed to happen. Know that there is a thing as divine timing. The universe will give you what you want in time. And you might be like, oh, no, it still hasn't. And I feel that way sometimes too. But know that there's a reason why. Either you're not ready to receive it, or the other person, like let's say for instance, you want to find your soul, your twin flame. And you're like, wow, they haven't come yet. When will they come? It might be because you are not ready to receive the twin flame. They are not ready. There's a lot of different things that can stop it from happening because the universe doesn't feel that you guys are on the same level vibrationally and you're not ready to join. So that's an example. Have faith in divine timing. Wow, it's really windy outside. Have faith in the universe. But also do work on manifestation, work on scripting, work on manifesting what you want for yourself. But also know that there are a lot of things that are in your control. But there are also a lot of things that are completely out of your control. You are not able, no matter how hard you try, to change someone else. You can change yourself. You can change how you act. But for instance, you can never choose and force someone to feel a particular way towards you or to say a certain thing. You cannot. Because it's out of your control. Now, I feel like the sense of a lot of the things that you're upset about is something that's out of your control, such as a breakup where somebody decided to break up with you, such as a death in the family where someone died unexpectedly, such as it could be anything. But I feel that this thing is out of your control and something that you cannot change. So therefore, understand it, accept it, and move forward. But we have again about appreciation. Know that even if you're in the crappiest of situations, okay, there are things to appreciate. The fact that you have a roof over your head, the fact that you're breathing right now, that your heart's beating, everyone, no matter where you are right now watching this, everyone can be thankful for that. Everyone. Unless you're watching this and you're dead, but I highly doubt that's happening. But if it is, I apologize. But be thankful for that. Be thankful for the fact that you have food to fill your belly. You have clean water. You have somebody who's there for you. And when we appreciate those things, we are going to be able to manifest things that we want. When we are in a vibration of happiness, of love, but that doesn't mean don't feel the 3D experience. Don't feel sad. Feel sad, accept the sad, and move past the sad, if that makes sense. But you have to feel it in order to accept it. You can't ignore it. You can't say, put it in the back of your mind like, oh, that upset me. I don't want to think about it. Distract. Don't distract. That's something that a lot of spiritual teachers on YouTube and elsewhere try to get you to do, and to never think badly and all that. No, that's, in my opinion, that's a lie. You have to. You have to feel the sad. Feel the sad, accept it, move on. But appreciate the journey. This is a journey of growth. You're here to learn. You're here to make good connections with people, a good connection with yourself. And it's all about appreciation. It's all about counting your blessings, okay? So those are the affirmations that I want you guys to do right there, those two, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. All right. So this is for those of you who chose pile number 3 with this beautiful heart. What are the affirmations you should be saying right now? We have 2 for you guys. The first affirmation: manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. Okay, you guys are definitely in an awakening right now watching this. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as a way to get closer to love. Yes. Okay. Very clear message here. We also have the 3 of Wands. And we also have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. So let us get to this message. So these are your 2 affirmations. Go ahead, take a screenshot of them, write them down in a notebook, whatever you need to do. And I want you guys to say these 2 affirmations 3 times a day each, preferably throughout the day, morning, afternoon, night. Say them out loud, but I do recommend as well writing it because there's so much power in the written word, okay? Now, I see right here. Let's start with your actual manifestations. You guys watching this are of all the 3 piles, you guys are right now in the heat of the moment of the awakening. If you don't know already, which I'm sure you do, you guys are one of the leaders in the ascension process of planet Earth. We are going into 5D Earth right now. Now we have to ascend, or our mission here is to ascend individually, which will then have a domino effect and ascend the human collective. This is not something I believe that will happen in this lifetime, or even in, I don't know. I don't feel like it's going to happen that soon, but we are in the middle of it. It's happening. We're doing a lot of purging with all these bad things happening in our life. But know that in this lifetime, you do have the power to ascend your soul for this lifetime. And one of the things that you need to particularly work on is feeling fear and other 3D emotions in order to get, because, okay, love, unconditional love is a 5D emotion. Fear is a 3rd dimensional emotion. So lust is rage, pain, upset, disgust. Those are 3rd emotions, 3D emotions. But you have to feel them, which is why it's saying I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it. You have to feel the fear. You have to feel the sadness in order to then move in to the love, or to the, 5D sense, 5D emotions, unconditional love, happiness, joy. But that's okay. You came here. Most likely, I feel you guys are starseeds, but if you don't resonate, that's okay. Either way, your soul is here to experience the 3D. You chose to come into this body, into this 3D vessel, in order to experience the 3rd dimension and then eventually ascend energetically to the 5th dimension. The 3D feelings that you're feeling are totally normal, and you're meant to feel them. A lot of spiritual teachers will tell you, ignore. Don't think negatively, because then it's hindering you from ascending. Wrong, in my opinion. You, in order to ascend, in order to just be happy, you have to be able to go in and accept, look at the emotion, accept it, and then move past it. Now, when we get stuck, when we get stuck in fear, when we get stuck in depression, whatever it is, that's when we're hindering our growth. But for instance, going inward, why am I scared? Let's look at it. When did this start to spawn? Okay, why do I feel that way? Okay, that's why. I'm accepting it. And then you move on. And that can take years and years and years. All 3 piles have very similar messages. It can take years and years and years, but you gotta start sometime. And that's part of the process. The part of the process is to feel those emotions and then learn how to work through them in order to get to that position of unconditional love and of happiness. Now, we also have That's mainly looking at this affirmation. We also have manifesting is the creative process of aligning with the energy of the universe to co-create an experience that elevates my spirit and the spirit of the world. That's again talking about the ascension process, but it's also talking about manifestation. If you don't know already, I recommend you try scripting. I have a video on my channel talking about scripting. If you don't know what it is already, I recommend you check it out. But if you script, often if we live in the energy of what we want, a lot of times the universe will align with that. We will align with that vibration of whatever it is we are looking for, and it will come to us via the law of attraction. But there's also things that we cannot control. There are things that are not meant to happen for us yet, people we're not meant to be with, things like that. And that has to do with divine timing. Now, with divine timing, for instance, like I gave the example in the previous group, a twin flame. You might be like, where's my twin flame? I've tried to manifest him or her forever. They're not here. They're not coming. And that's not true, because they are coming. But something is stopping them from coming. It could be that you're not ready. It could be that they're not ready. It could be that the universe is not ready, because the universe is what provides that timing. And sometimes the divine timing is not on our timeline, and that's okay. And that's hard to deal with sometimes, but it's necessary. So keep that in mind. But you are here to experience, and then you are here to I like how it says co-create, because you're not creating your entire reality yourself. You're able to co-create it with the help of the universe. The universe is helping you, and others are helping you to create what you want in life. Now, we also have the Three of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. With the Three of Wands, this is telling me that you are looking out on the horizon and you're wondering about planning. You're planning for your future. You're kind of sitting back. You're thinking, okay, what would happen if I did this? What would happen if I did that? And we have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, telling me that you guys are a little bit, what's the word I want to use? When the Four of Pentacles is upright, you're very kind of holding on to things very tightly. The Four of Pentacles in reverse is about being a little bit more spontaneous. That's what I want to say. I want you guys to, instead of being in the Three of Wands, be in the Three of Wands, but also be spontaneous. Plan a little bit, but also realize that life is going to happen the way it happens, and there's certain things that are completely out of your control, and you just go for it. Whatever happens, happens. Now, that's not to say like, okay, YOLO, whatever. Not necessarily, but in the sense that, not always living in the moment, but not living to the point where we have anxiety, which I need to tell myself that. Constantly thinking about the future, understanding that now is now, and living to the fullest now, because we don't know if we have it tomorrow. That's kind of what I'm getting. Be a little bit more spontaneous. Do stuff that makes you happy. Go on a trip. Ask that guy or girl out. Buy that car that you want. Be smart about it, which I feel like you guys are smart about it anyway. But really try to be less thrifty as well. Maybe you guys are really thrifty, because with Pentacles, we can literally be talking about money. Maybe you guys are like not spending a lot of money on yourself. Like, if you make the money and you have the money, go ahead and spend some on yourself, I feel like you guys are really selfless individuals, and you a lot of times forget about yourself. Don't do that, Go get a pedicure. Go buy yourself something to eat that, is a little bit more expensive, whatever it is. Go do that. Be a little bit spontaneous. Be a little not so planning. Or even if you're not somebody that's like overly organized in planning, but just looking out at the future, try not to look so much into the future. Try to live a little bit more in this moment. Live it, feel it, accept it, and then you're able to move forward, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. That's all I have for you, pile number 3, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.